Today on DADHUT, we're going to be taking a look at the TST F8 Max e-scooter. Is it any good? Let's find out. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to DADHUT. Today we are going to be taking a look at a e-scooter. This is by TST and this is the F8 Max. Now this scooter is a very budget-friendly first-time scooter owner. Comes in at around $340 and it can hold an adult weight. Now coming in at that price, it's going to be very budget-friendly, very approachable, very easy to use. But they're going to have to sacrifice some of the high-end features to keep it at that price. So if you're somebody who's looking for, like, say, a scooter that goes like 30 miles an hour, you want to go off-roading and go up hills and things like that, you're going to need a bigger budget than this scooter has, and you're going to want to look elsewhere. But if you're somebody who is just approaching an e-scooter for the first time, you're an adult, all you want to do is just cruise around, maybe help you commute to work and get down, downtown and things like that and take it on a bus. Or maybe you're a parent and you're trying to buy something for a teenager and you don't want them to like kill themselves going 30 miles an hour. This is a very budget-friendly scooter that will do that. But let's go over all of it. But I wanted to get all that out there so you don't have to wait to the end of the video to see what I think. Let's hop into it now. So first, let's talk about shipping. Shipping was super quick, very easy, right to my front door in about 4 or 5 days. And as far as assembling this thing, you can have it up and going in 5 minutes or less. It's pretty much take it out of the box and you connect the handlebars with a couple of screws and that's it. You're ready to go. Not a whole lot to it. You don't even need to own a tool. It gives you everything you need. So if you're not a very mechanical person or something like that, you're going to be just fine. They provide everything you need. You'll have it up and done and ready 5 minutes or less. So to me, the biggest pro of this scooter is its weight. It's only around 30 pounds, super easy to fold. And once you have it folded, picking it up and walking around with it, at least for someone like me, is not a big deal. Like I said, 30 pounds, you'll have to know what 30 pounds is for you and whether or not that's heavy. But I've had other e-scooters and have other e-scooters that, they weigh twice this. So coming in at 30 pounds, it's very, very good for portability. If you want to just throw it in the back of your truck, fold it up, take it to work with you, maybe you ride the bus and you want to ride the scooter for the parts that you're not on public transportation, this is going to be a perfect scooter for you to do that. Very light, very portable. So the F8 Max does have a 350 watt motor, which is powering the scooter. Also has a 36 volt, 10.4 amp hour battery. Now for me, I have found that this is getting, in real world terms, about 23, 24 miles to the charge. Now that's going to vary based on rider weight and also the conditions, whether you're going uphill, downhill, and things like that. But if you weigh a little less, you're probably going to go a little farther. As far as a full charge, I think it took me about 4 hours from a dead battery to fully charge it. So not too long of a charge. And again, I'm getting about 23, 24 miles to a full charge. So let's talk about actually riding the scooter. For me, somebody who is a full-grown male adult, I'm about 185, 190. I'm about 6 feet tall. It's totally doable for me. I think the max weight on this is like 230, maybe 220. So for most adults, you're going to be just fine riding this scooter. I can only get it to about, I think 15 miles an hour is about the max, which is plenty for just cruising around. Your neighborhood or for commuting downtown streets and things like that. It's plenty of fast for that, but it's not going to go any faster than that, at least not for somebody my size. If you're lighter, maybe you can get it up to like 18 or 19 miles an hour if you were a lighter person. But I'll show you here in this clip of me just doing a quick speed test. I'll have my speedometer on my phone so you get a more accurate reading. Top speed run on the F8 Max. Go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15, So the speedometer is saying 19 on the scooter, but I'm getting 15 on my GPS. 17, it was a little bit of a hill. 16, 15. So right around 15. Saw I'll jump up to 16 or 17 a couple times, but 15 consistently. So the actual ride itself is very smooth as long as you stay on flat pavement. It has 10-inch tires. Now one holds air and then the other is an airless tubed tire. So I think the back has no air and the front has air and has an actual tube in it. I know there's some people who like that and don't like that. There's pros and cons to each, but to me, it's a very smooth ride as long as you're on flat surface pavement. Anything else besides that, and there is no suspension to help you out, which to me, you don't really need one because this scooter is not really capable of off-roading. It doesn't quite have the power. Even going through grass and things like that, it's gonna bog down. It doesn't quite have enough oomph to keep you going. So if you're looking for an off-roading scooter, again, you're going to want to look elsewhere for something more powerful. But if you're on flat pavement, this is going to do just fine. And it has a smooth ride, even with no suspension. And now it does only have one hand brake, and it brakes just fine. It brakes good. I don't have any complaints there. Again, it's not a very ultra fast scooter, so it doesn't really need two brakes. In my opinion, if this scooter went faster, you would want better brakes and maybe, like I said, a front and rear brake. But for me, it's only going 15 miles an hour. It's nice cruising speed. One brake is plenty enough and it stops just fine. The F8 Max does have cruise control, and all you do is just hold the throttle down for about 5 seconds in the same position, either all the way down or in the same position without moving it, and the cruise control will kick in so you can let go of that throttle and just maintain your speed, which is nice, so you don't have to be constantly thumbing that throttle the whole time. And then to cancel out, you can either just hit the throttle again or tap the brakes and it will take you out of cruise control. Nice touch. So the scooter doesn't have any turn signals, but it does have a nice bright headlight that you can control, turn on and off, and it also has a brake light so people can see that you are stopping. So there is a companion app that you can download for this scooter. It does have some slight adjustments in there. I think you can, turn on and off the cruise control or turn on the automatic headlight and things like that. Keep track of your distance and how far you've gone and your battery power and things like that. It's all optional, but it is free, so if you want to use it, download it, and you can get that information in there. But if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. If you're interested in this scooter, I will have a link below that will get you $30 off. So if this scooter sounds like something for you and you want to save a little bit of money, which will bring it down to right around $300 as of the making of this video, I'll put the link in the description for you to use. So ultimately, what do I think of the TST F8 Max? I think if you are somebody who just wants to cruise around on your neighborhood streets, or maybe your local green belt or bike path, or help in your commute to work, whether you do public transportation or you have a very, minimal ride to work, this is going to be perfect for that person. Or if you are a parent and maybe you want to buy something for your kid, either pre-teenager or teenager, and you don't want them doing something ultra dangerous at a very high speed, this is a very approachable scooter and is not something that is very intimidating. I think that is who this scooter is for, especially coming in at its price. It's very affordable, and like I said, no frills, just does what it's supposed to do. Scooter. If this video helped you out, guys, please like and subscribe so you don't ever miss any of these DADHUT videos. I'll see you on the next one.